Hello, boys and girls. Mr. Palace here. Got my Garfield shirt on. I used to love reading Garfield cartoons when I was your age. And today I have a story called Gregory the Terrible Eater. Now, to tell you a little bit about goats, goats have an amazing stomach. They can digest almost anything. They can eat cardboard, cans, all sorts of stuff. But Gregory's a little different than most goats. We're going to find out why. Now, when I read you a story today, I'm going to be reading with expression. I'm going to have a different voice for each character. A voice for Gregory, a voice for his mom, a voice for his dad, and Dr. Ram. I want you to practice this at home. Not only is it fun, it'll also help you to understand the story on a deeper level. Okay, Gregory, the Terrible Eater. Once, there was a goat named Gregory. Gregory liked to jump from rock to rock, kick his legs into the air, and butt his head against walls. I'm an average goat, said Gregory. But Gregory was not an average goat. Gregory was a terrible eater. Every time he sat down to eat with his mother and father, he knew he was in for trouble. Would you like a tin can, Gregory? Asked Mother Goat. No thanks, said Gregory.
How about a nice box, a piece of rug, and a bottle cap?
Asked Father Goat. Said Gregory unhappily. Well, I think this is a meal fit for a goat, said Mother Goat as she chewed on an old shoe.
It certainly is,
said Father Goat as he ate a shirt, buttons and all.
I don't know why you're such a fussy eater, Gregory.
I'm not fussy, said Gregory. I just want fruits, vegetables, eggs, fish, butter, and bread. Good stuff like that. Mother Goat stopped eating the shoe. Now what kind of food is that, Gregory? She said. It's what I like, said Gregory.
It's revolting,
said Father Goat. He wiped his mouth with his napkin. After Gregory was excused from the table, Father Goat said,
Gregory is such a terrible eater.
I wonder what's wrong with him, said Mother Goat. Mother and Father Goat ate their evening newspaper in silence. These are thought bubbles. You can see what Gregory's thinking here. The next morning, Mother and Father Goat were enjoying a pair of pants and a coat for breakfast. Gregory came to the table.
Good morning, Gregory, said Father Goat.
Good morning, said Gregory. May I have some orange juice, cereal, and bananas for breakfast, please?
Oh, no. Do have some of this nice coat. Take a bite out of these pants, said Father Goat.
Said Gregory. And he left the table. Father Goat threw down his napkin.
That does it, he said. Gregory just isn't eating right. We must take him to the doctor.
Father and Mother Goat took Gregory to the doctor. Dr. Ram was munching on a few pieces of cardboard. What seems to be the trouble? He asked. Gregory is a terrible eater, said Mother Goat. We've offered him the best. Shoes, boxes, magazines, tin cans, coats, pants. But all he wants are fruits, vegetables, eggs, fish, orange juice, and other horrible things. What do you have to say about this, Gregory? Asked Dr. Ram. I want what I like, said Gregory. That makes sense, said Dr. Ram. He turned to Mother and Father Goat. I've treated picky eaters before, he said. They have to develop a taste for good food slowly. Try giving Gregory one new food each day until he eats everything. That night for dinner, Mother Goat gave Gregory spaghetti and a shoelace in tomato sauce. Not too bad, said Gregory. The next day, she gave him string beans and a rubber heel cut into small pieces. The meal was good and rubbery, said Gregory. Now, this is part one of our story. We're going to listen to part two in just a moment.